Don't be fooled, members of the public. This is Planned Parenthood's idea, and it's their agenda that's going to be shoved down your kids' throats.
Scott moves to amend House File Number 2400, the first and gross one as amended. The amendment is coded A104.
The member from Anoka, Representative Scott.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. This amendment requires that parents be notified if the mandated Planned Parenthood sexual health instruction is being taught by unlicensed instructors, if those instructors are affiliated with Planned Parenthood, and for the report to the Department of Education to include the number of unlicensed instructors. We're going to have, I think, some lively discussion here later about licensed and unlicensed teachers and pass the tiered licensure system. And one of the things that we want to do, state law requires that mandated public instruction be delivered by instructors either licensed by professional educators, the licensing board, or that they get some sort of a waiver or a variance. And I think it's essential that members of the public, that parents and taxpayers know that the sex education curriculum in this bill was written in part, at least, by Planned Parenthood. You can go to their website, they're promoting this, and you can see some language that they think is important to have in sex ed curriculum, and it's verbatim what's in this bill. So members of the public need to understand that Planned Parenthood, a very controversial organization, is putting forth its agenda into our public schools. In fact, Planned Parenthood, they boast on their website about how they are already reaching 50,000 Minnesotans across the lifespan, including young people in elementary, middle, and high schools, as well as parents and adults. So let there be no question to members of the public where this curriculum came from. It came from Planned Parenthood, and under the current language, someone from Planned Parenthood itself can come and provide the instruction. This amendment would change that and require that it be done by a licensed teacher or someone that had gotten special permission or a waiver. And I encourage a yes vote on the amendment. Thank you, speakers, and I'd ask for a roll call, Madam Chair, Speaker.
A roll call having been requested, there will be a roll call, seeing 15 hands. Discussion to the amendment. Representative Lippert.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just want to make clear that there are many organizations that care about the health and safety of our youth and advocate for comprehensive sexual education programming because it provides better outcomes across the board on things that we all care about, including religious organizations. So I'm in the United Church of Christ, and my denomination, along with the Unitarian Universalists, developed a comprehensive sexual education program 30 years ago. And there are clergy and lay volunteers and congregations across the country who are trained to offer this curriculum and offer expertise on this curriculum.
Discussion. Representative Scott.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I wanted to clarify. I have two amendments lined up here next to each other, and I apologize. I'd want to clarify that the 104 requires that parents be informed that the instructor is not licensed, and I'd encourage your support.
Discussion. Representative Davney.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And for members of the public who may be watching us on TV or hearing us, I just want to correct the record because there were some misrepresentations made. There's no curriculum in this bill. The Minnesota legislature does not, and I would say should not, determine and direct curriculum. So there's no curriculum in this bill. There's no mention of Planned Parenthood either in this bill. Open up the bill on your computers, hit Control F.
Further discussion. Representative Scott.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And Representative Davney, it's right here on Planned Parenthood's website. And if you look at their language, it lines up exactly with some of the words that are right here in what's proposed on page 170. And Representative Lippert is more evidence of this is from Planned Parenthood and in coordination with Planned Parenthood. You made their website as well. They love what you've introduced. So don't try to talk this side of the aisle out of the fact that that Planned Parenthood is behind this curriculum. And they say right in their documents that Minnesota doesn't have a statewide plan. They've left it to the districts before. They want a statewide curriculum, and that's what this bill establishes. Don't be fooled, members of the public. This is Planned Parenthood's idea, and it's their agenda that's going to be shoved down your kids' throats. Thank you, Madam Speaker.